Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not
You will
relevant.
bring the jury.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy, do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy there.
The wrong guy. The dog was biting him.
He roughing him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
9 out of 10 judges prefer watching the Recovery Addict live stream in their courtroom.
The fireworks are not done.
Now we're getting commentary on the case. Dati mihi Anglican po, he's verbal party.
That's literally not true.
I didn't ask you to interrupt me.
Is that correct?
Oh, for Trump's sake.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict. And I'm tucked away right down here in the corner where you can't see me. I always forget to run back to where I belong. All right, welcome back. Hope your lunch was fabulous. My sandwiches did not have any pickles on them, but they were my own make, so I only have myself to blame. So, all right, welcome back. Welcome back. Hope you had a good lunch. Good to have you all here. Just doing a quick check here. It looks like Leanne Simblenick, you were the winner. You were first in chat. Everything IP related worldwide is your responsibility. That's right. We're punishing you because of your promptness and punctuality. So you've got a little bit of afternoon work on your schedule and off of ours, which I couldn't be happier with. So we've got our fingers crossed, waiting for Judge Boyd. We're actually just really hoping that Judge Boyd, delivers today. We're really hoping that happens. So let me know if you see her go live anytime soon, because we've got a court in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. RA never does the internet. Hey, rank has its privileges. What can I say? When I'm the giver of the internet, I never have to get it. Let's see. This is definitely a Josh special. Josh, I wasn't going to tell him it was you. I was just going to let that one slide under the radar in case for some reason it did what the last 3 Judge Boyd jury trials have done for us, which is bail at the last minute. All right. Let's see. What'd you guys do over lunch? Anything exciting? I did I found an ant in my house, which is not allowed. Ants are not allowed in the house. And so I promptly put out ant poison. I think I might have eaten some of it. So let me know if that's a bad thing or not. It smells good. It's tasty. No, just kidding. I didn't eat any. It's just, I did, however, feed some to an ant and film it. And the ant really likes it. We have a call from overseas. Hold on one second.
Call from
Angela.
Angela, how are you doing today?
I'm doing actually great. I am calling from a completely new place than I usually do. I am calling from Italy, actually.
Italy? What the heck's my wife doing in Italy? Where's that? What's the movie? What line is that from? Do you remember that one?
I don't know.
What's it called?
But it's funny.
Italy.
It's
funny. Okay. What are you doing in Italy? You're not my wife, but
I'm actually here for working on a competition. EGOI. It's a European Girl Olympiad in informatics. But I'm pretty sure we are past like European, because there are like countries from Singapore, Hong Kong, like U.S. We have even Colombia as one of the participants. So we are way past European.
You didn't take a cruise ship there, did you?
No, I did not.
Good.
I was flying. I flew in on Friday.
All right. I've heard bad things about cruise ships lately. So.
Yeah, I heard that too. There's actually a reason why I'm calling.
What's
because
that?
It turns out one of the sponsors for this competition is the company that runs or helps to run the StreamYard.
Okay.
So do you guys have any? I think they are here somewhere, or should arrive tomorrow. So do you guys have any like complaints? I should maybe.
The audio routing.
them?
Audio routing, terrible. I pay $90 a month for StreamYard, and I can't route audio. It's awful. It's absolutely awful. It's the best software ever for joining somebody remotely. The easiest way to get them from a cell phone, from any computer, into a live stream. The audio is crap. I mean, for those of us that don't,
I will make sure.
Specifically for those of us who don't use just like our cell phone and whatever microphones on it. If we have our own soundboards and stuff, it's a nightmare to work with. It just doesn't work with Pro Tools. So.
I will make sure to pass along that if I see them, which I think I should be able to see them. I saw Jet Black or something like that, or one of the other sponsors earlier.
All right. Cool.
Oh, yeah. So by the way, did you know they also run AOL?
Into the ground? Or
No, the same company that runs StreamYard, they also run AOL.
Well, that doesn't surprise me now.
I posted a flyer picture. I think I posted a flyer picture. If not, I'm going to post it later. From like everything, all companies that is like connected to that company in one way or the other. So StreamYard and AOL is the one that I can from the top of my head.
That's interesting. I liked AOL for one thing. They're great at sending out those metal tins with discs, DVDs in them. Collected them. I had so many of those, and then they got thrown away on accident by someone else who wasn't me. But anyway, welcome to Italy. Take some pictures.
Oh, I am taking a lot of pictures. Trust me.
If you can get a word into the StreamYard guys, maybe half price would be great. Because I mean, we use it 4 times a month. $90. Serious? That's just. It's a lot. Okay, that's all.
If you can, I'm very active on Discord because we all have conversations on Discord. You guys have any other? We have also like James Street. If you guys know who James Street is, like, please feel free to like give any like recommendations and complaints in the Discord because I'm there.
All right.
I'll pass along very happily.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. Have fun in Italy. And do well in the competition.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you.
I'll be working. I will not competing.
Oh,
I'll be working
it.
I'm not a competitor.
Well, in that case, do a good job working it so the competitors can enjoy the experience.
Yes, thank you.
Awesome.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you. Bye. Italy. What's she doing in Italy? StreamYard got sold. It has gotten so bad. EDB is developing her own streaming software. That's awesome. I might be her second customer. Her being her first. Good stuff. All right, buffer because AOL was mentioned. Thank you, Greeners. You were supposed to return them after you finished installing. Oh, never installed. That's the problem. That's what I did wrong. I never installed. Never did. I had Juno instead of email. I mean, that's right around the time of like Ask Jeeves and stuff. But got another call coming in. Just one second.
Call from.
Hi, Hutchins.
Josh, my friend.
What's up? I'm just calling to tell you I'm not in Italy.
You're not in Italy.
No.
Is Judge Boyd in Italy?
No, I hope not. Because, you know, if this trial doesn't go through, I might be fired.
We've got a thumbnail and everything. Red, as busy as she is today with all that's going on, she made a thumbnail for us, Josh. And I got nothing.
Well, all I can tell you, I saw it with my own 2 eyes, and I heard it with my 2 ears that it was converting. So,
yep,
that was this morning.
That's the best. And honestly, if you look at Kathy Russin's tweets from Law and Crime, they're one of the big players, right? One of the big ones. They have the same thing happen to them. They're like, we thought this was going to court. Somebody just pled guilty, or just got continued. So it happens. We're not going to blame you.
It's just my bad luck that I'm the one that's choosing all these.
Right. I wasn't going to point it out. It only seems to happen to you, but it does happen. So I think it's because you find so many great cases for us that sometimes the bad ones get blamed on you as well. So,
well,
anyway, Heather thinks you're great, and
I mean, yeah.
You are
Purple
banished
coconut.
from the state of Georgia.
You knew that was coming. Purple coconut plays that every time you call.
It's usually not purple coconut. It's usually docket. I can't think of her name. Anyhow, yeah. I'm just calling to maybe stall. Yeah, Laura. Yeah. I'm just calling to maybe stall, but maybe she'll go live soon.
Well, I'm hoping. I'm checking every couple minutes. While you're on the phone, let me just we can say we can yell OG for Rebecca. Bite me. You ready? 1, 2, 3. OG.
OG.
There you go. You need more.
Yeah.
You need more G in it.
Look, I stayed up late last night.
Oh, okay. So it's Monday for you, like in a real way.
It is.
Rebecca, 40 months. Well. Look who's been here 40 months. Buttercup sends hugs and butter sugars. Please hit the like button. Thank you very much, Rebecca. 40 months. That's amazing. And then also, Mindy FS 777 says, I love this community. It just gets better. Thanks, RA. 30 months also makes you an OG. You didn't join me on that one, Josh.
I called it at the wrong time to be doing all these OGs.
Okay. I'll let you go, Josh.
All right.
Keep an eye on the court for us. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
See ya.
Bye. Appreciate Josh. One of our great mods. I couldn't do this without the amazing mods we have. All of them. They're wonderful. Shelly Small comes in with a super chat, says, I said I would keep you guys updated. My 3-week-old grandson will have a surgery on June 11th, and I want to thank you all for the thoughts and prayers. Y'all are great. Thank you. I added the y'all. I just put a little apostrophe right there and made it a contraction.
Call from
Denise.
Denise, how are you doing?
I'm good. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Did I hear you say that Red is the one that created the thumbnail for the afternoon stream?
I thought she did.
Is that what you said?
I made some typos on it. I did the typos by myself, but Red did the pictures.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
The spelling is all me. I think I put trail in there somewhere.
You
right?
did.
Okay.
And I just couldn't imagine that Red would have done something like that.
Oh, she did. She was logged in watching me do it. So I'm going to blame her for letting me make the mistake. But I spelled manslaughter right. So I got the tough one. I just missed the trial and trail thing, which I've since fixed, and I'm going to upload it so that no one else will see it. But
well, we were talking about it before the stream started, but then when you said that Red had created the thumbnail, I was like, there's no way. I did not hear that right.
I will admit, I'm not sure if you were talking about this as well, but I spelled Judge Boyd's name wrong in the title as well.
Oh, I missed that. I caught the trial thing, but I missed Judge Boyd's name. Oh my gosh.
I know. It's a rough day. It's Monday for me here as well, so
yes, for everybody.
Let me see if I can change the
all right
real quick.
Well,
thank you, Denise.
Hopefully now that you've corrected her spelling, maybe she'll go live now.
Yeah. Do better, Red. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Appreciate it. We'll see you. Bye. Man, I can't make a mistake around here. You guys are too good. Meg Osborne, member for 33 months on the jury. OG. Y'all, my son is still freaking deployed. Thanks for keeping my mind busy. Love my RA tribe. Meg, thank you. Thanks for you and your family's sacrifice, as well as the sacrifice of your son being deployed. I hope he is able to return quickly. It's okay. We were finding all the trails to hike. The trails to hike. See, I corrected even there. I'm not hiking on the trail. I walked too far. I did not enjoy walking around on the green trails over the weekend. They should be easier to navigate, and there were way too many hills. But okay. Judge Boyd has not gone live quite yet. What's this? Hang on. No, that's the wrong one. I feel so bad with Judge Middleton. it really just sucks that this happened. But his new courthouse is so hard to listen to him in. You heard this, right? Just with him. I'm fine with the wallpaper. I understand it's hand painted. It's like 1,000 years old, but just the echoes in there are just so bad. We thought we'd have like another several months of
Good afternoon. We're back. We had a meeting during lunch talking about continued security issues and jury trial issues. So it was a short lunch.
Yeah, it's too hard to listen to. Bike. I can bike the trail. Yes. As a matter of fact, I can, Tomoto Troy. I was talking to the chairwoman of the board for the green space. And e-bikes are allowed. So what I can do is I can load my e-bike on my e-bike trailer and drive my car up to the parking lot and then hop on the e-bike and ride it for all the exercise I can handle. So we can do that. All right. We are still waiting. We're waiting for Judge Boyd. Oftentimes a jury trial can be a little bit delayed for her court. They've got to move the jury from wherever they're holding them up to where we are in the courtroom, and just take some time. So we'll give her a few minutes. Hopefully it will develop. We are hoping that it is Judge Boyd this afternoon. She is supposed to have a jury trial with jury selection starting this afternoon in a manslaughter trial involving a Tesla and obviously a pedestrian that got hit. Riding an e-bike is not exercise. Well, hear me out, Lois. When it has as much power as mine does, it takes some serious grip strength to hang on to that thing when you're accelerating. So I guess you could say technically it might not be aerobic exercise, but your arms can get really tired from holding on for dear life. So I'm going to count it. Let's see. It's a weak excuse. What kind of bike trailer do you have? I've got an Amazon special, Tammy Lee. It's a 2-position bike trailer that slides into the trailer receiver, the trailer hitch receiver on my car. So it's a 2-inch receiver, and it just slides and locks into place, and it holds 2 bikes. And I think it can hold like 500 pounds or something. So 2 e-bikes would be no problem. Let's see. Often e-bikes just assist. Well, then you bought the wrong one. Mine does. Oh, Judge Boyd is live. Thank you very much for the quick catch on that. Let's go to her channel right now. There she is. All right, now we're getting set. Okay, it'll be live in a minute then. Thank you for the update, everyone who told me that Judge Boyd was live. That was awesome. Kaylee Rose, good to have you here. Welcome. There she is.
All right. Is there anyone who's ready?
I'm ready, Judge. You still doing some docket work before we start the trial?
All right. The court is calling 2025 CR 000744.
Why does it just say
versus
docket?
Jennifer Hernandez. Can I have parties approach and announce for the record?
It just says docket and nothing else.
Who's
like
the attorney?
The case isn't there anymore.
Do you want I tried it.
We might not get this one either.
Is the attorney here on Jennifer Hernandez? All right, that's it now. All right, who's here on Andrea Miller?
I am, Judge.
All right. And this is an application?
Yes, ma'am. It's agreed.
Okay. Hello. right. 2026 CR 0057222, State versus Andrea Miller. Defense and State, I'm sorry if you'll re-announce.
Lauren Lefton for Miss Miller.
And you're Miss Miller?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Miss Miller, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your
Honor. Ms. Miller, did you review the court's admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're charged with theft of property less than $2,500 with 2 or more previous convictions. If the state proves up the enhancement allegation, the range of punishment will be anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor, we discussed the matters.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Miller, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain privilege with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the prison. There's an $800 fine probated. The state recommends community supervision. You agree that you've been previously convicted of 1 or more felonies for purposes of enhancement. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea? Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 100 hours community service restitution, no contact with HEB at 7000 Calabro Road, San Antonio, Texas, 78238, the anti-theft course and parenting class. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state, and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? And to the enhancements, how do you plead? True or not true?
True.
All right, state, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State offer States Exhibit 1 and knowledge fact.
No objections, Your Honor.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial and a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence States Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same.
I don't know if the judge is actually going to do a jury trial this afternoon. Her title for her video today does not mention it, and normally she does. Instead, she says afternoon docket, which means we might either have a break before court starts, or it might have pushed. So we'll see. Nice pink purse today. Thought for a minute the lawyer was wearing camo, but it's just like a leaf design.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will find you guilty. The court will find the enhancements true based upon your plea of true and based upon states exhibits 1 and attachments. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your
Honor. Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Miss Miller has a mother that's terminally ill and a child also. So she is committed. We did have a serious talk about her path forward as she is employed, and she's going to continue that employment and then really be a caretaker for both her mother and her daughter.
All right. So what do you do for a living?
Take care of elderly.
I'm sorry, what?
Take care of elderly patients.
She works in with elderly patients.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I don't allow people who are on felony probation to be a home health care provider.
She does not go into home. She's with a rehab facility.
And are they aware of her history?
They were my conditions and everything. Definitely, yeah.
And you say a rehab facility?
So she told me an assisted living. So it's, you know, it's
like privately owned, basically.
It's a step down from a nursing home. So it's not as, there's not, I only know this because of my mom.
Okay.
So an assisted living doesn't necessarily have rehab services, and people have to be semi-independent. So they have to get to meal.
Basically, I just prep meals.
She does meals.
All right. So does this require her going into people's homes?
No, not at all.
So it's at the facility?
Yes.
And all she do is prep meals? Okay. All right. There's going to be $100 fine that will be probated. Sentence you to 2 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 2 years. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. And how old is your daughter?
7.
And who's taking care of her now?
My mom has her now.
All right, so why do you continue to do this?
Well, actually, I'm done with the Your Honor.
No, I mean, I know you're saying.
Why did I continue?
Yes.
I have no reason, honestly.
I mean, usually, and your attorney will tell you, usually there's a reason.
Well, I was on drugs real bad.
Mm-hmm.
I was addicted real bad. So I finally got over that part. So that was my reason for leaving, starting that type of life.
All right, so when are you saying the last time you used?
The last time I used was a year ago.
Proof of employment within 45 days of release. So there's to be no employment working as a home health care provider in residences. Or with minors. There's to be 100 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once that's completed, 50 hours will be deemed satisfied. The remaining 50 hours will be deemed satisfied upon completion of the felony theft course.
Thank you, Judge.
There's to be no contact with HEB located at 7000 Calabria Road, 78238. Field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. TAP evaluation out of custody. Follow TAP recommendations with the exception if it recommends inpatient treatment, then start with intensive outpatient treatment.
Thank you, Judge.
Probation, is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Communicate.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
We're going to jump to Judge Ricky now.
Our case number
and
2026 CR 159. Jared Regier appears for the state, the defendant from the jail Zoom location. I trust you don't have your charges before you. Mr. Gonzalez Salazar?
No.
Okay. Then I'll inform you that in count one, there's a charge of attempted aggravated human trafficking, a level 3 person felony. Count two, electronic solicitation, a level 3 person felony. Count three, attempted commercial sexual exploitation of a child, a level 6 person felony. Count four, attempted indecent solicitation of a child, a level 8 person felony. And count five, attempted aggravated indecent liberties with a child, a level 6 person felony. Felonies are involved. You will not be asked to plead at this time. Rather, the court will make a preliminary hearing scheduling with your assigned judge, the Honorable Chad Crum. Judge Crum's next docket for that purpose would be June 8, 2:30 p.m. You must fully participate in Judge Crum's docket at that time. June 8, 2:30 p.m., Judge Crum's court. Were you working prior to this arrest?
No. Oh, yeah, I am working.
Okay, we're going to be
Where?
Here in Wichita.
Okay, what kind of job did you have?
I do a pipeline construction.
Part-time construction?
A pipeline
How much money do you make at that job?
What was that?
How much money do you make at that job?
Around 1,500 every week.
Okay. Do you have the financial resources then to hire your own lawyer?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I have to look into it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Well, I'm going to find at least.
We're going to bounce on that one. Those are a stack of serious charges. But here we're in 187 family violence, so. What you got, Judge? Anything else?
I feel better.
Melissa Christian.
Judge is going to make everyone hush.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes.
I'm on page. I have one client on page 11. Horatio. He was here this morning,
He's got
but
that
he
one
didn't
little curl.
come back this afternoon. Is it okay if I get a short reset so I can try to track him down and talk to him about the offer?
All right, Norma. On State, do you have any objection? Mr. Honore did not return. Do you have any objection to recalling this for tomorrow?
Well, I'm not going to be around tomorrow. I got to go to federal court in Corpus tomorrow.
You can zoom in, but your client needs to be here.
Sure.
I will do that.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You may now unapproach now.
And Patrick, there's somebody else too.
Yes, Your Honor. We're conferring on that one right now.
All right, thank you. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, when you come asking for favors, don't stack your favors. If Judge Boyd gives you one, just be grateful. But then don't try to win the scheduling one as well. The deputies can wear their hats inside because it is part of their uniform, and it's not like military. Military has strict regulations here in the U.S. That the cap is removed upon entering the building, and it's actually fun to watch seasoned military members who are in full uniform wearing the cap enter the building because the door opens. It's almost like as they step over the threshold, it's whoosh, off comes the hat. It's really cool. We are in Texas, after all. Hats like that are allowed. Yes, pace your favorite requests. Limit them.
The
trial is supposed to be this afternoon. Half an hour ago was supposed to be the start. But the problem is she has not put that in the description of today's live stream. Which means may not happen. Oh, I believe you, Josh. I believe you 100%. I'm just not sure if she's going to end this, have a break, and then start a new one.
Sorry. Yes. All right, who's here on Isaac Chavez?
Hi, Your Honor, we're ready.
Oh, how's it going? All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 1943, State versus Isaac Chavez. Can I have parties announced?
Peter Calderola for Mr. Chavez, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Chavez?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Isaac Chavez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 1943 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 2, 4 to 200 grams on April 15, 2024 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 1, on or about the 20th day of February 2026 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Isaac Chavez committed the offense of driving while intoxicated in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
20 years.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, judges, the proposed agreement is to grant state's motion, enter an adjudication of guilt, revoke supervision, and sentence to 5 years in the prison.
And that was our understanding, Your Honor.
All right. Any objection to the court reviewing the court summary?
No objection, Your Honor.
Does anyone have a court? Thank you. How old are you?
22 years old.
Sorry, what did you say?
22.
22.
Okay, somebody pointed out that the judge's purse looks like a pink
Have
pair
you
of
ever been
Fruit
to
of
prison
Balloons.
before?
So this will be a first for you. Now I
All
can't
right.
unsee that.
I'm going to give you a choice. These are your only choices. 1, I'll follow your agreement, revoke you, sentence you to 5 years in prison, or either you're going to remain in custody and go to safety.
5 years, Your Honor.
Okay. And you've had a chance to think about that?
Yes, ma'am. For a moment.
Whoa, he just put.
All right. Are you waiving your right to appeal?
The 5 years over.
And counsel, I don't want to interfere in attorney-client privilege,
Yes, Your Honor.
but have you had a chance to speak to him about safety?
We did briefly discuss it, Your Honor.
And you want prison over treatment? I mean, and if that's the way you feel, that's fine. I just want you to understand the gravity of the choices you're making.
Yes, ma'am. And Judge, if I may just have a brief moment to confer with my
Sure.
client, just very briefly.
Sure.
Okay.
Judge is saying, are you sure? You could either enter a treatment program or you could serve 5 years in prison, and you've never been to prison before, and you're 22 years old. Okay? That's not a good situation.
Do you need any more time to discuss anything with him?
No, Your Honor.
All right, the court then will revoke, find you guilty, sentence you to 5 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served.
Whoa. Was the wrong choice.
I'll retain jurisdiction.
Thank you, Judge.
And the court will recommend the therapeutic community. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
You have, because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you. You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes.
That was a wild choice.
All right, Robert Porter, what is happening with Tabler? Okay, because I'm going to bring the jury in at 2:30.
There it is, jury. Okay, so that's it. It's jury at 2:30.
Aaron Allen
Central Time.
Are they outside?
Is that with the?
Yes.
I'm not sure, Judge.
Josh, we're saved.
Alan?
Aaron. Roberto Hernandez.
The crazy thing is, either way, he was going to stay in custody.
Oh.
He would either be in the jail and in safety, or going to prison and just be in prison. And he chose prison. I don't know, maybe he wanted out of the jail, but I mean, the jail might be bad. Prison's worse. Man. So we now have about 22 minutes before Judge Boyd's going to bring the jury in. Let's jump up to Judge Ricky again.
So no use of the internet.
What?
And may not leave the state of Kansas, similar to some of the other orders the court has made on these cases today. All right.
That's a bad
Those
one.
matters handled. Mr. Regier, is there anything else that you believe the court needs to specifically address regarding Mr. Spexar?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Mr. Ariano, anything further from you at this time?
Nothing on behalf of the defense. Thank you, Your Honor.
Did want to ask, just only because of his youthful appearance, Mr. Spexarth, how old are you right now?
I am 23.
All right, thank you. I appreciate you answering that question. If there's nothing further then, the Spexarth matter is currently in recess. I can release you from the meeting at this time, Mr. Ariano.
Thank you very much. Thank you for taking us up, Judge.
Dealing with some pretty serious cases. Yeah, Kurt, no internet. That's like a death sentence, right? Good to see you, Kurt, by the way. Hope you're doing well. Young criminals chasing, clout chasing, a dumb decision, yeah.
Skylar Farha?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is State of Kansas versus Skylar Brandon Farha, case number 2026 CR 155. Jared Regier appears for the state. Mr. Farha,
hairdresser
from the jail
without a
Zoom
license.
location.
No.
Mr. Farha, I have a charging document before me that alleges in count 1, possession of fentanyl, a level 5 drug felony. Count 2, possession of methamphetamine, a level 5 drug felony. Count 3, possession of paraphernalia for use, class B misdemeanor. Since felonies are involved, Mr. Farha, you will not be asked to plead at this time. Rather, a preliminary hearing scheduling will be made before your assigned judge, which is this court. This court's next docket for that purpose would be June 22nd, 2026 at 2:30 p.m. You are ordered to appear at the Butler County Judicial Center in El Dorado, Kansas for that court date.
It's a month and 11 days.
June 22nd, 2:30 p.m.
Did he just
Farha, were you working prior to this arrest?
Yes.
Where were you working?
My family's company, Bahar Refrigeration.
How much money do you make in that job?
Oh, 40,000 a year, 30,000.
Can you afford to hire your own lawyer then?
No, not right now.
Why is that?
I don't have any money to. I haven't worked for a little bit, so no, I can't.
All right, I'm going to make a finding of partial indigency, and I will appoint James Watts to represent this defendant.
Thank you,
Mr. Watts.
He'll be representing you at your next hearing, which I've established for June 22nd at 2:30. Recommendation regarding an appropriate bond for this defendant. Mr. Regier.
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, the state would recommend $4,000 cash or surety, subject to all standard conditions that the court may deem appropriate. This is a case where we're pursuing page 1 of the affidavit. Law enforcement is alleged to observe multiple signs of impairment about the defendant, as well as retrieving aluminum foil, a cut straw, a pipe and box containing residue, and other clear plastic baggies containing a white substance from the vehicle. Furthermore, this is a defendant with a history of prior convictions, all misdemeanor non-drug related by the state's understanding, although it would appear this defendant also has a pending case out of Marion County with multiple misdemeanors, including at least one interference with law enforcement charge within the last 6 months.
Where do you live, Mr. Farha?
Wichita, Kansas.
Court will set bond in this case at $4,000 as recommended. Cash or professional surety required. Standard conditions apply. No alcohol or illegal drugs, either in possession or use.
No use of the internet.
Mr. Farha?
Yes.
You must appear personally for all scheduled court dates.
In a month and 11 days.
Including this court's next date, which I will say for the third time. It's June 22nd at 2:30, and I hope you got that written down for you, Mr. Farha.
Yes, that's correct.
Get that on all your calendars.
He's in withdrawal right now.
Right.
It's probably not going to get better before. Well, it's not going to get. It's
all right,
going
Mr. Regier, anything further we need to address regarding Skylar Farha at this time?
Not from the state, Your Honor.
Mr. Farha, anything further? Very well then. The Farha matter will currently be in recess. We'll move on to another matter.
Some hard drugs can really mess you up. Judge Ricky is particularly solemn today. He's had to deal with some pretty heavy issues already. Keep an eye on Judge Boyd. She's not quite ready to start.
You Darcy Mundakai?
Yes.
Mundakai. This is State of Kansas versus Darcy Mundakai. It is case number 26CR158 with Jared Regier appearing for the state, Mr. Mundakai appearing from the jail Zoom location. Court will inform the defendant that he's charged in count 1 with attempted aggravated human trafficking, a level 3 person felony. Count 2, electronic solicitation, a level 3 person felony. Count 3, attempted commercial sexual exploitation of a child.
There's
a level
another
6
one.
person felony. Count 4, attempted indecent solicitation of a child, a level 8 person felony. And count 5, attempted aggravated indecent liberties with a child.
Those
a
are the
level
same
3
charges
person
as the
felony.
previous guy. Man, I don't know what's going on in Kansas, but we've got some pretty serious charges there. We're waiting for the judge to call the jury
All right, do we have anyone else who's ready?
Speaking of indecent, her purse looks like a pair of pink tidy whities.
All right, no, I mean anyone who's in custody who's ready.
Blinged out. It just does. Somebody posted that in chat, so that's what it looks like. Now I can't unsee it. Looks like the pink panty purse is what it is. Now you can't unsee it. Yep, the whole trial, you're going to be like, and the judge has a matching pair of pink panty purses next to her. So it could be a swimsuit, bottom half of a swimsuit. No, somebody pointed it out in chat, and I made the mistake of reading it. And now every time we go here, which is where our trial is today, this is the view we get for the rest of the day. It sort of stands out. Your eyes aren't naturally drawn to the stars and stripes, like up in the corner. You see the colorful, they're briefs. Yes. Very expensive. Dune and what is it? D&B. It's a D&B purse. Me, I saw it first. Ignore me, don't care. You're the one to blame. You pointed it out in chat, and now I can't unsee it. She wore an itsy bitsy teeny weeny. That was the yellow one in the song, right? It is polka dot though, sort of. Looks like Dooney and Burke. It's expensive. I will not get a brown edged purse now. Thanks. Yeah, no skin tones on the edges.
Your case, is it for time?
It is.
All right. I'm going to see if I can get, how many cases are you playing to?
2.
Okay. Are you able to appear by Zoom for your plea? Is that easier for you?
I'll sit here until I do it. I'll stand by my man when I need to stand do it.
Okay. Because I need to,
Would it be easier for me to come back in the morning?
Is that easier for you? I try to be accommodating.
Well, no, the thing is, if they're starting a panel and stuff like that, I can't, it's going to take me 20, 30 minutes just to go over the paperwork with it because it's 2 cases.
Yeah. Unless you want another judge.
It's going to take 10 minutes to do the paperwork.
Okay, unless you want another judge to hear it.
No, you're fine.
Okay, then tomorrow. Okay.
What time are you starting your trial in the afternoon?
Yeah.
I gotta quit juvenile now. I'll come see it.
Okay.
Hold on, one more.
And could I get the indictment on Robert Castillo, please? Do I have it? No. Okay. All right, thank you.
Can we do it Wednesday morning instead?
I'm sorry?
Wednesday morning instead?
Sure.
Because I got like a bunch tomorrow.
No, that's fine.
Hey, yeah.
Yes.
Hello, Your Honor. Yeah, Mr. Gonzalez, the MTR, Ike Gonzalez.
Yes.
The state is going to withdraw the MTR, alter and amend to redo the outpatient, and
okay, could you have them?
Yeah, they're doing the paperwork right now.
No. I need to see the motion to revoke.
Oh, okay. I can get it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Thank you. Thank you. So what is happening with the new number one?
It's more than likely going to get dismissed on Thursday when we go to court. But yeah.
Judge mutes the mics here for a second. She'll be back in just a second. Got about 9 minutes before court's supposed to be called. Let's check back in as Kansas, see if they got any better.
Since a felony is involved, you will not be asked to plead at this time. Rather, a preliminary hearing scheduling will be made before your assigned judge, which is this court.
A bit. See what her charges
This court's next docket for that purpose.
She seems upset.
Billia Klein?
Yes.
Okay. This is State of Kansas versus Billia Lorraine Klein, case number 2026 CR 157. Jared Bergier appears for the State of Kansas. Defendant Klein appears from the detention facility Zoom location. Ms. Klein, I have a charging document before me that alleges in count 1, criminal threat, a level 9 person felony.
Whoa.
Count 2, theft, a class A non-person misdemeanor. Since a felony is involved, you will not be asked to plead at this time. Rather, a preliminary hearing scheduling will be made before your assigned judge, which is this court. This court's next docket for that purpose would be June 22nd, 2026, 2:30 p.m. You must fully participate in this court's docket at that time. Where do you live, Ms. Klein?
I live here in El Dorado.
I'm going to require you at your next court date to appear at the Butler County Judicial Center in El Dorado, Kansas, or from jail if the case, as the case may be, and no other location. So if you're on bond, you come to the Judicial Center for court at your next court, which would be, again, June 22nd, 2:30. Recommendation regarding a bond here for this individual, Mr. Regier.
Yes, Your Honor. Besides all standard conditions, including no contact with any alleged victims or endorsed witnesses, the state would be recommending $5,000 cash or surety. State's information is this is a defendant with at least one prior conviction for misdemeanor theft. And it is also appear to be alleged in pages 1 and 2 of the affidavit that the defendant admitted to driving a vehicle while an accomplice was taking tires off the victim's vehicle, as well as admitting to law enforcement to threaten to use a knife to stab the victim. And it would also appear that law enforcement allegedly did specifically retrieve multiple power tools from inside the vehicle that the defendant was driving.
At this point, would the state's evidence appear to indicate that Ms. Klein was the one that actually communicated this threat, or the individual that was taking the tires?
Your Honor, the state's information and evidence would be that it was the defendant in this matter who communicated the threat.
Right. Well, I just want to clarify that point. Man. All right.
It was a misunderstanding, Your Honor. I'm really sorry.
Yeah. A lot of these criminal cases are
misunderstandings,
Ms. Klein.
I have
sometimes just a misunderstanding of what's legal and what isn't. But at this point, you have a presumption of innocence. Okay. Set another court date along the way. But I think under the circumstances as communicated by the prosecuting attorney, the court will adopt the recommendation and set bond at $5,000, cash or a professional surety required. You're not to leave the state of Kansas for any reason, unless you have specific court permission to do so, Ms. Klein. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Appear as scheduled for all court dates, and you're to have no contact or communication with the alleged victim, Juan Garcia.
Yes, sir.
Also, you're to have no contact or communication with any alleged co-defendant. Do we have a name, Mr. Regier?
One moment, Your Honor. Your Honor, the endorsed witnesses list on page 2 of the information appears to refer to an individual, one Aaron Brewer.
All right. Thank you. You're to have no contact or communication with that individual, Ms. Klein. All right, Ms. Klein, anything else we need to address here?
No, there's no way for me to get any lower of a bond.
Not from this court, not
Okay.
today.
Okay.
And forgive me, Your Honor, if I misheard, I apologize. Is the court taking up the issue of counsel at this time?
I am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Klein, can you afford to hire a lawyer?
No.
Were you working prior to this incident and arrest?
No.
Okay, so how do you financially survive without a job?
Take people's car tires.
I
and sell
just
them?
recently lost my job at Casey's.
Okay.
So you were working before this.
All right, I think the court has enough information to make a finding of indigency here, and the court will appoint a lawyer to represent her.
All right, she's going to get a date.
Has the co-defendant come before the court, Mr. Regier, to your knowledge?
One moment, Your Honor.
I just want to make sure that I'm not setting up a conflict situation for appointed counsel.
They can't have the same lawyer.
Insofar as I can determine, Your Honor, it would appear not at this time.
Very well. Court will appoint James Watts to represent Ms. Klein. I think that concludes the business in the Klein matter at this time, and we'll move on to another case.
Very good, Your Honor.
It's sad. Let's see what Judge Boyd
Further
is doing.
notice,
Oh, he's tall.
TAP evaluation, out of custody, follow results, recommendations. If the recommendations recommend inpatient, start with intensive outpatient treatment, proof of employment within 45 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors.
Parenting classes.
There's a $1,000 fine, and that will be probated. Probation, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
Oh, no, ma'am. I just want to know about the classes. Would that be in person or would that be over the phone?
Oh, probation will speak to you about that.
All right.
Okay. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your
good
plea
court
bargaining agreement, and
flannel.
because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, so here's the thing. Make better decisions. You have people who are depending on you, your children. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank
Will
you.
be excused.
Yes.
Thank you. Have a good day. And hopefully I don't see you next time. But you stay blessed, okay?
All right, thank you. You stay blessed too. I appreciate that. You just made my day.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
I hope I don't see you
Oh,
next
yeah.
time. Just made her day. Should have started with that, sir. Should have opened up with that. That might have done a little good for you. Oh. Clark Kent, reincarnate, is up here to ask another favor.
Probation.
Yes, Your Honor.
On this, you all are asking. Oh, you're asking him to restart intensive outpatient treatment program.
Yes, Your
All right. Can you also
Test
do a
22,
referral to
test
felony
22.
drug court and see if they'll accept him?
Honor. Yes.
All right.
Thank you, Anna.
So, sorry. Let me add this.
I bet Judge Boyd just wants to
There you
just
go.
straighten
Thank
out
you,
that
Anna.
curl
You're welcome.
for him. Just reach across and just be like, oh, let me get that for you. That's Superman. Clark's ears. Clark ears the glass. Wears the glasses.
Of course.
Different person. I'm confused.
Carrie LB chess. You're saying that's withdrawn?
They're going to withdraw.
Ontario Abietis.
Yes.
Terry.
According to Tony.
What was that name?
Yes.
Yes, you say this is being withdrawn?
No, Judge, that's somebody else being withdrawn. We need your coach on to go to the office.
All right, on this one, we're gonna have to take it up at a break or something, because I have a jury coming in.
Okay, we were just asking for
Right
a reset
now.
on that. Until the office.
All right, Norma, on Terubiatis, set this for a contested hearing.
Not a note to put one of the signs back. That's for the other.
All right, jury's going to be coming in just a minute.
Somebody.
There are very few judges that give quite the type of advice and instructions that
All right,
this judge
June
does
1st.
to a jury. She's great. All right, people. Move with purpose.
Thank you. I'll get it to you.
Gather up all your stuff, clean off the desks. This goes from a general docket to the jury trial.
Deputy Law.
And she kills the video for a second.
Those cases approximately within the last week, and the state's information is that District Judge Satterfield did appoint Mr. Watts to both those matters.
Is that consistent with your understanding, Mr. Stiles, that Mr. Watts has been appointed to represent you on those other cases?
Yes.
Court will appoint Mr. Watts on this one as well. Thank you for that information, Mr. Regier.
Your Honor.
Okay, so James Watts is appointed. The court has approved the $7,500 AAA Butler County bail bond with the additional conditions that he report to his community corrections officer as she directs between now and time of court, and appears in person for his warrant to show cause hearing at the Butler County Judicial Center in El Dorado. Any questions about any of that, Mr. Stiles?
No.
Okay. Anything further we need to address on Brian Stiles, Mr. Regier?
Not from the state, Your Honor.
Okay. Stiles, appreciate your patience as we work through the jail cases here on this docket. I can release you from the meeting at this time to call Teresa Stanfill and get an appointment set up with her.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Okay. Stiles matters in recess.
Who's humming?
Mr. Regier, that appears to be
Is that everything?
the last case that was listed to be on this docket here this afternoon. Do you agree?
I would, Your Honor.
Right. We'll have audio only for just a
There's nothing further then. That concludes the Butler County, Kansas first appearance.
Thanks, Judge. Appreciate it. It's good hanging out with you. When this court case starts with the judge, thank you, Josh, for this reminder. We get to see her while she tells the jury, what she wants them to know. Hang on. What just happened here? Okay. And then it's going to go dark, but we can hear the questions and the answers from the jury. So we'll just be able to sit here and listen. Maybe we should play a game together while that happens, while we listen to the jury selection. Shouldn't take too long, and then we'll be underway, hopefully today with opening statements. If not today, then tomorrow. And it might just be a little 2-day deal here. We'll see. We do have Corey Rich's sentencing coming up on the 13th. We're going to be taking that live. That'll be quite something else. Play a little truth or dare. No, that never ends well, ever. I demand sock puppets. I haven't ever practiced with those. Let's see. YouTube just recommended that I show you our stream, like our feed, which would just be funny because it's it loops like this. Like when they do that, it loops here like twice. Anyway, I'm barefoot. How did you know? Got a friend who was a local officer, and he was doing some yard work, some landscaping, about a week ago, and he dumped out a bunch of Miracle-Gro topsoil for a flower bed, and in the topsoil he found a woman's shoe, like an old woman's shoe. Not an old woman's shoe, but it was an old shoe that belonged to a woman. And I think it was the perfect find, because I'm pretty sure if you check the other bags, you'll find the rest of her clothing and possibly even body parts. So I just gave him a hard time over the weekend, seeing if he'd solved his case yet, and he had not. But he did make a note of the batch number that the bag came from, in case it became useful. And yes, and guess whose DNA is all over that shoe now? Yep. Somebody fell into the mulcher. Those things happen. Accidents can happen like that. You never know. All right. Still waiting for Judge Boyd and the jury trial. Let's see who else we have. While we wait for her to get the jury seated. What is this one? Oh, that's sentencing. I accidentally watched a foosball competition on YouTube. Now my timeline's full of it. Looking for any other options we have while we wait for Judge Boyd to begin the trial. Don't think Judge McNally's live. Could go to Fulton County really quickly.
13 years old in Mexico. He has never gone to any other school because his mother and father didn't believe in educating him. So,
Miss Kim, give a Madam Interpreter a chance to interpret.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry about that.
Okay. En cuanto a su abogada, el juez entonces pide lo que quiere decir su abogada defensora. Ella indica que el señor Mendoza tiene 21 años de edad, que la persona que fue testigo de eso, de lo que sucedió, es una persona que vive ahí, entonces son compañeros de casa, que usted vive en los Estados Unidos 7 años, llegó acá a los 13 años de México, donde no tenía muchísima escuela por sus padres. Go ahead, Ms. Kim.
Yes, Your Honor. My client claims that it was self-defense. He was not the initial aggressor.
Mi cliente indica que fue defensa propia, que él no fue el agresor inicial.
He has no objection to stay away or no contact with Mr. Jose.
Él no tiene ninguna objeción a una orden de permanecer lejos de la ubicación o no tener ningún contacto nuevamente con el señor José.
He does not have any family members directly here in Georgia, um, but he's gainfully employed.
Él no tiene ningún familiar aquí en el estado de Georgia, pero él trabaja, tiene trabajo.
He is doing a car wash. We would like to request for signature on bond through pretrial.
Y él trabaja en una lavadora de carros. Lo que queremos pedir es un bono de fianza únicamente con su firma.
Because
All
I'm
right,
a
we're
visual
starting here.
person.
Here we go.
Sometimes if for me, yes, you can read it in a book, but if you actually see it, then you'll say like, that's why, and that's what that means. But yeah, with the shuffle, all you have to remember is each trial, you're only allowed one shuffle. And anybody can ask for it.
The defendant is in the
Guess
center
what?
of your
It must
screen.
always be
He's the one
right.
that's facing towards the left.
Yeah.
In
And
the suit,
neither
the
side
short
have
cropped
to
hair.
tell you why they're requesting a shuffle. No.
Okay.
Now, mind you, who knows, maybe the law will change at some point, the way, in the past, people would use peremptory challenges and maybe for unconstitutional, what's deemed unconstitutional now, they would strike like a certain race, like, normally back, before the law changed, you could just say, I don't want any black people on my jury, and you can strike every black person. But then the law changed and they said that's unconstitutional. So now you would have people doing Batson challenges. So at some point in time, I'm sure they're going to come up with a new law saying that if you do a shuffle, you need to put on the record the reason why you're requesting a shuffle. And it has to be for a specific reason. But for now, you can just request it. Nobody has to know the reason you're doing it. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Judge, going to mute us really quickly. The defendant's there on the right-hand side of the screen right now, looking sharp. Looks a lot different than how we have him on our thumbnail. He was the driver of the Tesla, accused of being intoxicated at the time with a passenger in the vehicle when it went up on the sidewalk and struck a pedestrian. Killed the pedestrian on the scene. He then left the scene. So he was initially charged with failure to render aid. I think now that charge has been tweaked to manslaughter, vehicular manslaughter. And a Tesla in an accident is always a a curious thing. It's always in the news a little bit. I don't think there's any allegation that this was in self-driving mode, but we'll wait and see. Let's jump to another court. Let's jump back to Fulton while we wait for a second.
Oh, yeah, that's your position 1. Forgive me, Your Honor.
Okay, good afternoon, Ms. Adams.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
You have been charged in case 26 CR 003001B with battery family violence. And it's my understanding that this was a co-defendant case that we heard earlier. Ms. Harvey, is there history?
3 cycles. Last arrest was November 3rd, 2023 out of Cherokee County for a failure to appear. Recommendation from pretrial was a UJR and nothing further.
Thank you. Yes, Ms. Evans-Battle.
Yes, Your Honor. These were the facts in which Miss Adams was packing up her belongings to leave the home at the 1567 Harvard Avenue in College Park. And Miss Norman became upset and charged at her and choked her. And then Miss Adams pepper sprayed her. There were marks around Miss Adams' neck, swollen marks around her neck, chest, and nose. And Miss Norman had swollen red eyes and a red mark on the side of her neck as if it was a bite mark, also on her forearm.
Sounds like mutual combat. Sorry. Judge is back.
Does anybody need a time announcements?
Yes, Judge. Give me 5 minutes.
Sound like she said.
All right.
We just got
where's the attorney for Pierce Pearson?
20 minutes.
All right, are you all ready to proceed? Yes. Oh, where's probation?
Back up just a second. She's going to tell us how long they have in their openings.
So as soon as the jurors are back. So each side, you all have 40 minutes.
40 minutes. Okay. Now we'll jump back to live here.
Oh, okay.
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 008217, 2025 CR 008221, 2025 CR 008219, State versus Pierce. Pearson, can I have parties announced?
Lauren Espinoza for the state. Monica Anna Guerrero for Pearson.
I need a file stamp on that. And are you all pleading on 3 cases?
Yes, Judge. Yeah. But it is the same across.
Okay, awesome.
What's Mr.
All right, and
Person
each
doing
cause
here?
number, counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes.
And each cause number, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery.
This is a separate docket issue, I believe.
And each cause number, Mr. Pearson, did you review the documents entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication with your attorney?
Yes,
Did you
ma'am, I did.
understand it and electronically sign it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
And each cause number, did you review the defendant's consent to plea by video conference with your attorney? Did you
Yes, ma'am.
understand it and did you electronic sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, any objections to the defendant appearing by video conference?
Not from the defendant.
State or defense, any objection to the defendant appearing by video conference?
None from the state, Your Honor. None from defense.
All righty. The court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video conference.
She's getting this one last docket thing done before the trial, I think.
And each cause number, Mr. Pearson, did you review the did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, I do.
State, in each cause number, you're proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Pearson, in each cause number, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
In each cause number, you're charged with the offense of deadly conduct. Discharging of a firearm is a 3rd-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering these pleas, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in each of these cause numbers?
Yes, ma'am.
And each cause number, do you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, in each cause number, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
All right. Off the record for a moment.
Judge kills the mic for one moment. Hello, sir. You don't get to hear what's happening right now, apparently. We'll just wait here.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, seriously.
All right.
Of course she's back.
At some point, I do want to put on the record that there was no affirmative finding sought. I just don't know the right time to do that.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to put on the record. I'm not going to do an affirmative finding because it's nowhere asking for that and it's not in the plea. Sure, but if you want to put that on the record, you can.
Okay.
And we can do it at the time the stipulated evidence is offered.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Pearson, each cause number, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promise you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering these pleas, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and reentry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, the cases are to run concurrently. Punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's a $1,000 fine. The state is silent on your application for deferred adjudication. They're recommending community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense and state, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Ed, we are seeking deferred adjudication.
Yes. Okay. And also there's a $1,000 fine. Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and electronically sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
By signing that you're waiving your right to appeal, the only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Any such motions? Counsel, any such motions?
Sorry, such motions for?
Any pretrial motions that were heard and ruled upon?
There was a motion to quash. It was ruled upon. That was denied.
Yes. All right. And then outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There be 100 hours of community service restitution, no contact with the complainants, no possession of firearms or ammunition, a mental health evaluation, and parenting classes. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to each indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State offers State's Exhibit 1 in all attachments.
All right. And defense, there was something you wanted to put on the record about an affirmative finding of deadly weapon?
I do want to say no objection to the evidence to establish the elements of these specific offenses only. As the state has agreed that they're not seeking an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon or firearm, and we ask that the court make no affirmative finding as such, and that the judgment reflects no such finding.
All right. Mr. Pearson, in each cause number, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same.
All right. While she reviews those charges or the story about what happened, we are expecting that after this case resolves here, which should just be in a few minutes, the next case is our jury selection. You see the attorney is facing the back of the room with her back to the judge. That's because they expect that courtroom to be filled up with potential jurors. And we will be instructing them as to what jury service is about, and the lawyers will be, I say we, but it will be the judge doing that. And the lawyers will be asking questions to weed out the ones they don't want as they seat a jury in this upcoming trial. Manslaughter, I believe, is the charge, involving a Tesla and a drunk driver. So we'll see what happens here. That courtroom should be full of potential jurors here in just moments.
All right. After reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments in each cause number, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
It's not this defendant.
All right. In each of these cause numbers, the court is aware of the issues, as all parties are, based upon the fact that Mr. Pearson was evaluated for the mental health court, and he was also evaluated for veterans treatment. So, counsel, can you tell me, one, do you waive PSI?
Yes.
All right. And can you tell the court whether or not your client is currently receiving any type of treatment?
Yes, my Mr. Person is actively engaging in mental health services and counseling sessions to address his mental health. challenges that he's had.
All right, and who is treating him?
I believe it is the military with the military, and you can
VA?
correct me, Mr. Person.
Mr. Pearson, is that through the VA?
No, ma'am. Currently, it's through Randolph Mental Health Clinic.
I'm sorry, who?
Randolph Air Force Base Mental Health Clinic.
Randolph Air Force Base. So it's on base.
And are you still with your wife?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And have you been living with her throughout the pendency of this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Parenting classes coming your way?
And are there any weapons in the home currently?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And are you still employed with the military or no?
Yes, ma'am. I'm currently active duty Air Force.
Okay. So, state.
Yes, sir.
I know there's a no possession of firearms or ammunition. I'm not sure what his role is because he's still active duty. Do you have any objections with the court stating that there's to be no possession of firearms or ammunition off base? Because I don't know if that's a part of his military duties.
Right, Judge. I wouldn't object to that. My understanding, the 2 firearms Mr. Pearson had in his possession were being stored in the armory, and those were seized during this case. So long as it's confined to the military base, or if they need to provide a letter or whatever, that's fine with me.
All right, so Mr. Pearson, you're not allowed to have possession of weapons off of base. You understand?
Yes, ma'am. I do.
And does that interfere with your employment or service?
No, ma'am.
All right. Then we're going to proceed in 2025 CR 008221. This is what the court is going to do. And Deputy Laura, they're being lined up. I think they're outside lining the jurors up. All right, the court is going to sentence you to 2 years deferred adjudication. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular UAs, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And I'll note for the record that you're active duty, you say with the Air Force?
Yes, ma'am.
With the Air Force. This is to run concurrent with 2025 CR 008217 and 2025 CR 008219. There's a $1,000 fine that will be probated. There's to be no contact with
Judge mutes the victims' names. And addresses. And sound back on. Click, Judge, click. You gotta let us back in, Judge. You're still the terms of the bond.
State Judge.
All right, is there anything else with regards to that case that you need from the court to be successful? Mr. Pearson?
No, ma'am.
So next, we're going to proceed and cause number 2025 CR 008217.
Oh, it's the same guy? He's got multiple cases.
Colin, can I have those trial court certification, please? All right, 2 years deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular UAs, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care providers or with minors. The court will note for the record that you're on active duty with the Air Force. This is to run concurrent with 2025 CR 8219 and 2025 CR 008221. $1,000 fine, probated, no contact with the previous complainants mentioned, continued treatment with mental health at Randolph Air Force Base, field visits 1 time per month for 3 months, no possession of firearms or ammunition off base. All right, next we're going to proceed in 2025 CR 008219.
That's the third and final charge for this guy.
2 years deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular UAs, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider with minors. Court will note for the record that the defendant is active duty with the Air Force. This is the run concurrently with 2025 CR 008217 and 2025 CR 008221. There's a $1,000 fine, probated, no contact with the previous complainants mentioned, continued mental health treatment at Randolph Air Force Base, field visits 1 time per month for 3 months, no possession of firearms or ammunition off base. And each cause number, did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You do have a limited right to appeal, and I'm giving you permission to appeal as it relates to the pretrial motion that was heard on the motion to quash. But that is the only item you're allowed to appeal on. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you.
Good luck.
Thank you so much, Judge.
All right. You're welcome. If you'll remain, I'm going to send you to the breakout room. Oh, I'm sorry. One other thing I forgot. He doesn't need a transfer anywhere, does he?
He is in Guadalupe County. They said that he can report to Bayer County.
Okay.
So no.
All right. All right. Then what's going to end up happening is a probation officer is going to meet you in the breakout room. And once they've spoken with you and counsel, if you'll go in the breakout room with them, be sure to ask them any questions if you have questions about anything. But then once you have finished speaking with them, you can be excused from the breakout room and you don't have to come back to see me, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll put you in breakout room number 2.
Okay.
All right, let's bring the jurors in.
Thank you, Judge.
You will bring the jury.
I'm sorry? Okay.
All right. The doors will eventually open and jurors will fill the gallery.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. You're so awesome.
Let me have your signature on that, Judge.
Autograph, please.
Oh, well, this pen is dying on me.
Maybe she uses that purse on purpose because some jails give their inmates, even their male inmates,
Thank you. I have another one.
Pink underwear to wear.
You're welcome.
Maybe this is just a reminder that it could be worse. You could have pink underwear. All right, jurors are starting to wander in. Child in tow. I think she might be excused. She's got an infant child with her, or was that just a bag? I'm not sure. Pink underwear and socks cut down on theft in jail. Yes, and pink handcuffs cut down on theft of handcuffs by other officers. It's a thing, I'm telling you. But on Wednesdays, we wear pink. Yes. Just Sherlock got a purple purse for Mother's Day. That's awesome. Maricopa County does pink underwear. Pink boxers. There's a song about that, right? Not pink boxers, but just pink. Listen to learn. Got here just in time. We're just waiting for the jury to come through the doors, fill up the seats, and then we'll go through the jury selection process, which hopefully we'll get in just a moment. Let's go back to Fulton County while we wait.
500 on the cruelty to children in the third-degree charge. We are recommending 3 days anger awareness, no further contact with India Davis, no violent contact with juvenile JG, no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond, and I want to make sure, yeah, she's the victim's left the home, so we won't be asking for a stay away for that reason. But that is the state's position. If we could sound for Miss Davis at this time, Your Honor.
India Davis is on the line and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity.
We're going to bail on this, I think.
Yes, ma'am. If you can raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. You can place your hand down. What would you like to tell the court?
I wanted to say that I don't feel safe around her. I don't feel safe with her being around my kids at all. And that's all.
Okay. Have you moved out of the McDaniel Street address?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you for being here this afternoon, ma'am. Miss Patton, is this your case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can proceed.
Ms. Gibson is 42 years old. She is a native to Atlanta. She attended Washington High School and then went on to dental trade school. She's been working for MDC Healthcare since September of 2025. She does have 6 children, 4 of whom live with her, are minors. And
not right now.
Your Honor, I just want to give a little bit of context for the situation. The way it was expressed to me is it's the son's home, and the son had broken both of his arms playing basketball, and they had already asked that the alleged victim be removed from the home. She was asked to return just to help take care of him and nurture him during this time, where, again, there was a confrontation that started where the alleged victim put her hands on the son, and that's why the mom came to make sure that he was actually okay, because there were minors there, which is why he wasn't able to take his arms and remove and stop the altercation. There were also issues where the alleged victim's mom was also on the phone threatening her, and they were both together then threatening Miss Gibson. And Your Honor, it's been a while since she's had any problems with the law, and so at this time we'd be asking for a signature bond in this case. Your Honor, she's not violent. She thought she was protecting her son, and again, the alleged victim does not live there, so we'd ask that she be able to visit her son's home freely to ensure that he's taken care of. We'd also ask for the signature bond so that she can return to her 4 minor children, and to also maintain her employment at MDC Healthcare.
Whoa, healthcare.
Okay, for the battery, it will be a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. For the cruelty, a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Makes for a total of a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. No further contact with India Davis or her children. No drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you, Ms. Gibson.
Thank you.
Wow.
All right, next we got 21, Mr. McGuire.
Good afternoon, Mr. McGuire. You have been charged in case 26 CR 003019L with willful obstruction of law enforcement officers, criminal trespass, and simple assault. Is there a history, Ms. Harvey?
11 cycles. The last arrest was February 27th, 2020 out of Fulton County for aggravated assault. That case was dismissed. There's a 2012 possession of marijuana less than an ounce, 2011 simple assault, and an 09 possession of marijuana less than an ounce. Recommendation from pretrial, Your Honor, is a level 2 and nothing further.
Thank you. Ms. Evans-Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. This incident occurred May the 3rd of 2026 at 2424 Piedmont Road, Northeast. It appears that Officer Jamar Little is the victim in this case. And on that Sunday, saw that there were several people loitering in the area.
Loitering.
And it appeared that he was trying to explain to him that, he needed to be, to move on and not be loitered in there. And he said that he remembered that he had had some type of past encounter with him as well, in reference to some other criminal charges or engaging in other criminal activity. And that he became belligerent and said he wasn't leaving the station. And as a result of their going back and forth, the defendant picked up a rock and threatened to throw it at him. And
that's a choice
while
too.
he was trying to get him to move on and move from the location. And they knew that. They found out, or at least part of the investigation, it appeared that he'd already been issued a prior notice from MARTA not to be on the property, and that he was remaining on the property after being notified to leave. And so the officer also charged him with obstruction of a law enforcement officer as well. So in this particular case, our bond recommendation for Mr. McGuire is for $8,000 on the willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer, $500 on the criminal trespass, and $1,000 on the simple assault. We're asking for a $2,500 surety that he stay away from all MARTA properties, no further violent contact with Officer Little, who is a MARTA police officer, no alcohol, drugs, weapons while on bond. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. McGuire, even though he is 37 years old, his minds and hearts are like a little child-like heart and mind, Your Honor. He does have a special brain condition that he cannot observe or comprehend the difficult things. And also he does have a memory loss and he's not able to read it right, Your Honor. So he probably does not understand what was going on. He has been here in Georgia all his life. He is living with his sister, who is 40 years old, who's taking care of him like as if she was like his legal guardian. He gets disability check, and that's the only thing that he can get. He's not able to work, but he works as a babysitter for his sister who's taking care of him. So he's very excited about his nieces and nephews and taking care of them. Your Honor, we ask
he can't care for himself,
signature
but
on
someone
bond
else cares. He cares for other people's kids.
Thank you.
Hang on.
Okay, we're back. Sorry.
Okay, that's a slow reaction. I understand it's something.
Ms. Kim, given what you're telling me, is he going?
Sorry.
Never happened before. So good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
So you are in the 187th District Court. You know, the fourth floor. I am Judge Boyd. So what floor are we on?
Fourth.
What's the court number?
187.
Who's the judge?
You are.
You're probably safe. We know where we are. You've had us outside in the hallway waiting on you all. Of course we know where we are.
Why are you asking that? The reason why I always ask that is because sometimes we'll need to take a break. And when we take a break, believe it or not, sometimes people get lost. So if you remember two things when we take a break, if you remember 187, somebody will be able to tell you where that is, because in all of Texas, there's only one 187 district court. Or if you just remember the last name Boyd, I'm the only Boyd at the courthouse. Now, I've introduced myself. You now know where you are. So I'm going to have the state, if you'll introduce yourself, please.
Good afternoon. My name is Brandon Prater for the state of Texas.
Good afternoon. My name is Megan Dowie, and I represent the state of Texas along with Brandon.
All right, for the defense.
Good afternoon. My name is David McLean. I represent Robert Castillo. This is Brittany Sparks, and this is our esteemed client, Robert Castillo.
Our esteemed defendant.
Brittany Sparks is my co-counsel, and we're going to be appealing this trial with you. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, to my left, you'll see people, right? So sometimes we have people who want to come. They're students. They're learning. Sometimes, because this courtroom is so small, sometimes there are people who are taking notes for the defense or taking notes for the state. When you see people come through that door, they're coming through that door because they didn't read the sign that says, please don't come through this door, we're in a jury trial. When you see people coming through this door, they're coming through that door. It's usually documents for me to sign, but it has absolutely nothing to do with this case. Does everyone understand? Yes. All right, now, in your possession, you have some cards. So if you're sitting on them, please keep those in your hand. So I'm going to talk to you about an important person to my left, and then I'm going to talk to you about those cards. To my left is the court reporter. Cindy, can you raise your hand? Now, we're going to practice raising our cards, okay? Raise your card if you want to make her job as difficult as possible. So I'll take that. Nobody wants to do that. So how do we make her job as easy as possible? Number one, we only talk one at a time. Number two, we don't mumble. Number three, we talk loud so that she can hear. Thanks.
So, everyone in the back, are you able to hear me? Is there anyone in the back who cannot hear me? All right. So, the way I'm talking and the tone that I'm using, that's how loud everyone needs to speak. The other thing is, don't respond to a question or ask a question until somebody acknowledges you. Now, how you let somebody know you have a question or you want to speak, you raise your card. So can everyone please raise your card and don't lower your card until I tell you, and make sure your card is facing me with your number. All right. So when I tell you to lower your card, please lower your card. Jurors 1 through 21, lower your cards. Everyone else, I'm going to give you some instructions, and every jury has failed these instructions, but I'm going to tell you what I told them. I have faith this will be the jury. So to make Cindy's job easier, everyone else, when you're answering a question or asking a question, if your number is still raised, if you can, make sure you stand when you respond, because it'll be easy for her to hear and easy for everyone else to hear, okay? Everybody, you're going to do that?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your cards.
You're supposed to stand when you responded.
Now, I'm going to tell you, the charge in this case is manslaughter and count 1, and count 2 is failure to stop and render aid, and a death occurred. Those are the 2 charges. I'm going to come back and talk to you about ranges of punishment with those charges, but I'm going to go through some other things first. Number 1, I don't know anything about this case, and guess what? You're not going to know anything about this case or what you think, what parties think the evidence is in this case, unless you're on the jury. That's the way it is. When the state speaks to you and the defense speaks to you, they're going to be speaking to you in hypotheticals. They're not allowed to tell you what they think the facts are in the case. The defense is not allowed to tell you what they think the facts are in the case. Does everyone understand?
Yes.
So don't go Mrs. Kravitz on me, assuming that you know what it's about. Does everyone understand?
Yes.
Now, the reason Mr. Castillo is here, he's here under indictment. What does that mean? In felony cases in Texas, in order to end up in a courtroom, the case has to be indicted. An indictment is just a piece of paper to let somebody know what they're being accused of and where they need to appear. It's not evidence of anything. It's not evidence of guilt. It's not evidence of innocence. It is nothing. And it means nothing to you as jurors. It's for the defendant and for the defense to be on notice what they're being accused of. Does everyone understand?
Yes.
So, for example, raise your card. We're going to practice. Raise your card if you've ever had a traffic offense. All right. And usually that's what I expect because San Antonio has some horrible drivers. So that's what I usually expect. All right. So hypothetically, because I've had a traffic ticket before, I've had one in my life on this planet. So I had one when I was about 19, 21. So I'm 22 and still fresh in my mind. So let's say we get pulled over and we get pulled over for running a stop sign. Well, when I received my ticket back in the day, the officer had like carbon copy. I know young people probably not know what carbon copy is, but you have the carbon copy. They write on there what they're charging you with. They give you the ticket and then you go on your merry way. Now, my understanding, they do something electronically that prints out. Well, when they give you that ticket and you accept it, you're not saying, yes, officer, you are correct. I ran a stop sign. That ticket is just putting you on notice. They're saying, hey, we're accusing you of running a stop sign. This is where you need to go. And this is the date and time. And usually it's municipal court on Frio, and you can go to a jury trial if you want a jury trial. But it's not evidence of anything, because it would be a shame if you got pulled over and they give you a ticket for running a stop sign and you say, you know what? I know I didn't run a stop sign. It was a red light. Got them. So I'm going to trial, right? And then when you get there and you're sitting down and they say, surprise, it's for running a red light. So as you can see, tickets is to give you notice. Indictment is to give you notice. It's not evidence of anything. Does everyone understand?
Yes.
Is anyone here going to hold it against Mr. Castillo because he's here under indictment?
No.
Now, the next thing I want to talk to you is certain rights that people who are accused have. One is the right to remain silent. What does that mean? That means that the state cannot call the defendant in a criminal case as a witness. They cannot say, yep, this is the person we're calling next. You're not allowed to do that because according to the Constitution, everyone has the right to remain silent. I've been a defense attorney, I've been a prosecutor, and now I'm a judge. And what I can tell you as a defense attorney, there are many reasons why your client may not testify. Sometimes with my clients, it was state didn't prove their case. And guess what? You don't need to testify. They didn't prove their case. Sometimes it's, gosh, I'm talking to you in my office and I am here for you. I am representing you and I'm the friendly person and you're still sweating. So you would not be good because people will ask you, how do you tell if somebody's telling the truth? And people always say, oh, they're sweating. Oh, they're looking down. They look to the right. So sometimes I would tell my client, that's probably not good. Then sometimes you have people who are so nervous or they may have a speech impediment and they decide, you know what, I just don't feel comfortable looking at 12 people and talking. So there are many reasons why people would choose not to testify. And when I ask jurors about not testifying, I'm always amazed and I have to chuckle inside when jurors will say, well, if that was me, I would certainly testify. And I chuckle inside. And the reason why I chuckle is because you can say that because you don't have a professional advising you on what's your best course. And it's similar to if you go see a doctor and they say, well, you have a heart condition and we're going to have to do surgery. You may go get a second opinion. You may even get a third opinion, but you're not going to tell that doctor, well, I would like you to use scalpel number 12 when you're doing this surgery, or I would like you to do this. And this is the type of stitch I want. You would never do that because that's the expert and you're listening to the expert. So everyone has a right to remain silent and not testify. Does everyone understand?
Yes.
Is there anyone here who's going to hold it against Mr. Castillo if he decides he's not going to testify?
No.
If you are, okay. Now, the next thing I want to talk to you about is presumption of innocence. Everyone who's charged with a criminal case is presumed to be innocent. Now, the state has the burden to prove someone guilty, and that burden is proof beyond a reasonable doubt. So what does that mean about the presumption of innocence? That means that the defense does not have to prove anything. When we're in law school, you know what our professors would tell us? This is the way I can best explain it to you. As a defense attorney, you can play crossword puzzles with your client. You can play video games. You can not listen to any witnesses. You don't have to question anybody. You don't have to do anything. And the reason why our professor was telling us that, because they wanted us to know we don't have to prove anything. We don't have the burden of proof. The burden of proof rests with the state. Does everyone understand?
Yes.
So in this case, how much evidence have you heard? And you're not going to hear any evidence about this case until you are on a jury, right? And you are selected as jurors. So if I were to ask you right now, as you sit here today, whether or not Mr. Castillo is guilty or not guilty, what should your answer be?
Not guilty.
Because you haven't heard any evidence, correct? Now, the burden of proof, what is it? The burden of proof in criminal cases is proof beyond a reasonable doubt. What does that mean? There used to be a definition when I was in law school. And when I first had my jury trial, I knew the definition backwards and forwards. If you didn't know that definition, you felt like such a failure. And if you could not recite that definition to your professors, they will let you know you were a failure by saying, how dare you think you're going to practice criminal law and you don't know the definition? So I always made sure I knew that definition because I didn't want the professor saying that to me. And I still know that definition today. So I knew that definition so well. I knew where to put the exclamation point. I knew where to put the comma. I knew where to pause for dramatic effect. And then after my first jury trial, guess what happened? The powers that be decided that there is no longer a definition for proof beyond a reasonable doubt. So neither the state nor the defense can tell you what the definition of proof beyond a reasonable doubt, because we don't have one. So when I was practicing, I said, oh my gosh, how am I going to explain this to the jury? Because I don't want the jury, using different burdens of proof that are really not this burden of proof. So I decided to tell them what it was not. Next door, the green rooftop courthouse, that's the historic courthouse. They try civil cases over there. So they have two burdens of proof on that side. The first one is preponderance of the evidence. What does that mean? More likely than not, something happened. If you are ever on a criminal case, I don't care if it's misdemeanor, if it's felony, whatever it may be, and if you're deliberating as a jury and you say, you know what, I believe more likely than not that happened, you need to say, wait a minute, we are not in the historic courthouse. I'm on the criminal side. I'm at the wrong burden, because proof beyond a reasonable doubt is a higher burden than that. The other burden of proof they have over there is clear and convincing evidence. Clear and convincing evidence is evidence that's presented to terminate your rights as a parent to your child. So they're saying you are a danger to a child and legally you will no longer be this child's parent. That is their highest burden on that side. But guess what? Proof beyond a reasonable doubt is a higher burden than that. Now, I want to talk to you about fairness and what does fairness mean? Here's a hypothetical. Let's say, you have jury duty today. So the night before, you decided to drive downtown because you're going to scope everything out, make sure there's no new construction sites. But you're like, you know what, I'm going to get up early anyway because they put up new construction sites overnight. So you go to bed, you get up early, have your coffee or whatever, your tea, and you go outside, the birds are chirping, and your car is on cinder blocks. But you're going to do your civic duty, so you still come downtown. And when you get downtown, you're waiting in the hallway, you come in, you see me or another judge, and they tell you the case that you're going to be sitting on is a burglary of a vehicle. Usually what attorneys will say is they will say, this is not the case for you. You can't be fair in this case. The appropriate question is whether or not you will be able to sit and listen to the evidence and base your decision, if you can come to a decision, on the evidence that's presented. Does everyone understand?
Yes.
Because honestly, everybody has had some sort of trauma in their life, unless, and if this fits you, please let me know. If you were born yesterday and slept all last night, you probably have never had any trauma in your life. So is there anyone who was born yesterday and slept all last night? So that's what fairness means. Fairness really means if you're selected on this jury, will you be able to listen to whatever evidence is presented to you and make a decision on guilty or not guilty if you can come to a decision? Does everybody understand?
Yes.
Is there anyone here who can't do that? Now, the next thing I want to talk to you about, there are two phases to a trial. A lot of people think the first phase is the innocence phase. It's not. It's not whether somebody's innocent or not innocent. The first phase is, did the state prove their case or did they not? Did they prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt or did they not? That is the first phase. If they did not prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, then the verdict is guilty. I'm sorry, not guilty, and then you're done. That's what that means. Does everyone understand? If they did prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, then the verdict is guilty. Then you go to the second phase of a trial. The second phase of a trial is what's called the punishment phase. Now, everyone who is charged with a criminal case in Texas must make a decision that if they were found guilty, who should decide the punishment? Would they come to the court or would they come to the jury for punishment? Everyone must make an election or a selection before jury selection. Does everybody understand? So in this case, Mr. Castillo has decided if he were found guilty, he wants the jury to decide his punishment. Is there anyone here who cannot sit in judgment of someone?
There's some people for religious purposes
So
refuse.
now I want to talk to you about ranges of punishment. I've told you what the two counts are. So the range of punishment is anywhere from probation and anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. So in felony cases, the maximum amount of fine is always up to a $10,000 fine. Where that money goes, nobody knows. So it doesn't go to any complainant, it's just the fine. Does everyone understand?
We might have embezzlements
Usually
on our
what
hands.
people
We don't
are
know.
stuck on is the ranges of punishment. So if you think about it, for manslaughter or failure to stop and render aid, and there's a death, the range of punishment, I told you, potentially probation and anywhere from 2 to 20 years. So let's start with the 2 to 20 first, then we get to probation. So when you're looking at 2 to 20, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 20 years. And then you have probation. Now, some people will say, well, I don't know if I'll be able to give probation or give 2 years or give 20 years. That's not the proper question. The proper question is, are you aware that that's the range of punishment? So does everybody understand the range of punishment for these two counts is probation or either 2 up to 20 years? Does everyone understand? So then the question becomes, if you are on a jury and if you were to find somebody guilty, whatever facts that are presented to you, will you be able to take those facts and potentially make a decision, if you can come to one, on punishment? Does everyone understand? So it's not whether or not you can give probation or give 2 years or give 3 years or give 20 years. It's whether or not you can look at those facts and come to what you deem to be an appropriate sentence if you can come to one. Does everyone understand? Yeah. Is there anyone here who's not able to do that? You need to raise your card. I need to see your number. Number 46.
Why?
All right, thank you. You can lower your card. Now, sorry, 31. All right, thank you. Now, the next question I'm going to talk to you about is traffic offenses. Raise your card if you have ever been in a car accident. I should have asked that in reverse. So this is to make it easier for the court reporter. Lower your cards. Anyone who's not been in a traffic offense, raise your card. Have not been in an accident, car accident. Anyone who's not been in a car accident, raise your card. So that is 6, 10, 13, 19, and you can lower your card when I call your number, 30, 51, and 56. Now, of those of you who say that you have been in a those of you who said you've been in a traffic accident, was anyone taken to the hospital? Raise your card. When I call your number out, please lower it. All right, that's 6.
No, 9.
I'm sorry, 9.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. 9, 3, 23, 36, 38, 39, 48, 49, 60, 66, and 69. All right, of those of yes.
It wasn't, but
I'm sorry, 61?
I wasn't, but my wife was taken to the hospital.
All right, thank you. So number 61 says there was a traffic accident. He wasn't taken to the hospital, but his wife was. Is there anyone who you were not taken to the hospital, but someone else was taken to the hospital?
Oh, I thought that's what you asked in general.
Yes, I thank you. I'm just clearing it up because he said something different. All right, so that's 48, 39, 72, 58, 62, and 74. Now, everyone who's been in a traffic accident, raise your card if an attorney was involved in a civil suit with that for you. All right, 1, 14, 21, 23, 33, 29, 38, 44, 46, 47, 48, 49, 64, 57, 66, 69, 72, and 75. Now raise your card if you have ever served on a jury and a criminal trial and actually heard evidence. Okay, that's 7, 13, 38, 62, and 75. Of those who've actually served on the jury and had evidence, raise your card if a verdict was reached. That's 7, 38, 62, and 75. All right, raise your card. I love languages. I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm originally from Louisiana. You can tell when I have to say words like all and soul. And I was supposed to be retired, traveling the world, but living in Paris because in school, my friend said, Stephanie, we should take Spanish. I said, I'm never going to need it. Taking French. So that's what I did. So if my Spanish is not where it should be, you need to blame the deputies who speak Spanish because they have not taught me very well. So raise your card if English is not your first language. All right, that's 1, 11, 31, 36, 41, 43, 62, and 61. All right, juror number 1, what is your first language?
Spanish.
Okay. So for everyone who raised your card, 1, 11, 31, 36, 41, 43, 62, and 61. Have you been able to understand everything? If you have not been able to understand everything, please raise your card. All right, that's 31, 43, and 55. 31. Stand, please. What's your first language? All right, which country? Okay. How long have you been in the States? I'm sorry? 29 years? All right, did you go to school here? All right, thank you.
She's gone.
43? Yes. What's your first language?
Spanish.
And how long you been in the United States?
10 years.
All right, and did you go to school here?
No.
All right, thank you. Number 55. What's your language, your first language?
Vietnamese.
And how long have you been in the States?
23 years.
I'm sorry, how many years?
23.
43.
Right. And did you go to school here?
No.
All right, thank you. Now, I expect this trial will probably be concluded by Friday.
Oh, a long
Is there
one.
anyone who has any, and we will start with trial tomorrow afternoon. Does there anyone who has any type of time constraints or travel arrangements?
Judge, we have a hearing we need to be to on
All right.
Wednesday.
When I call your number, please lower your card. 11, 7, 21, 22, 24, 29, 39, 44, 45, 46, 48, 51, 52, 53, 56, 59, 61, 66, and 67.
Y'all are
Number
busy,
7, what's your
people.
time constraint?
West Texas, that have a family member on their deathbed. The next couple days, probably heading out there.
All right, thank
Family
you. I'm
member
sorry to
on
hear that.
deathbed?
Number 11,
Dietitian's appointment at 8:15. I had surgery in my foot.
Pre-scheduled surgery. Thank you.
all right, and the
You're off.
8:15 appointment time, when is that?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. All right. And how long do you expect that appointment to last?
Do x-rays and then take my boot off.
Okay.
An hour and a half.
All right, thank you. Number 21.
I have an appointment on Thursday at the Kidney Transplant Center.
Okay, thank you.
I'm getting a new kidney. Okay, you're off.
22.
Mine doesn't sound as serious now.
Oh, see, everybody rethink. If it doesn't sound as serious now, maybe you don't want to be heard.
Well, I'm actually going to the beach from Wednesday to Friday. I graduate our grad school on Saturday.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations.
I'm going to the beach
And you
from
say the
Wednesday
beach
to
when?
Friday. I graduate.
The beach when
Wednesday to Friday.
and where?
I'm going to Port Aransas.
Okay. All right, thank you.
I had a pre-existing
24.
beach trip, Judge.
I am taking my sister to Houston for a doctor's appointment. She had a double lung transplant and she has cancer.
Okay.
And
And when will this be?
leave tomorrow morning,
Okay.
Tuesday through
Yeah,
Thursday.
you're off. You're
All
off.
right. Thank you. Number 29.
I have finals.
Oh
I have
man.
finals this week.
Stand up.
Thursday and Friday at Lakeview.
All right, thank you. 39.
The sole provider of my household and can't take any more work days off.
Okay. All right, thank you. 44.
That's not necessarily getting him. Let him go.
Have an orthopedic appointment on May the 14th at 2:30 for an injured right shoulder.
All right, thank you. 45.
Family vacation, a kid Wednesday.
All right, I'm sorry, could you speak up?
Family vacation, Wednesday, the 25th.
Do you really want to go on that? I mean, sometimes people don't want to be with family. All right, thank you. 46.
have a doctor appointment at 1:45 on Wednesday.
All right, thank you. 48.
I have an appointment with my cardiologist on at 14:30 tomorrow.
14:30.
Thank you.
Military time.
51.
I have a doctor's appointment at 9:30 on Friday, osteoporosis.
All right, thank you. 52.
I'm currently in the process of joining the United States Army and have my medical examination to go to Friday.
What time?
I'm enlisted,
they pick me
Judge.
I'm staying overnight Thursday, and then they pick me up, I think, at like 3 a.m. in the morning.
All right, where is this examination taking place?
And that's at Fort Sam Houston.
And they have to come pick you up?
No, they drive me to a hotel, and then a group of us stay in the hotel, and then they wake us up at like 3 a.m. in the morning, drive us from the hotel on base.
Oh, the testing has already started, the mental testing. Okay.
Yep.
All right, thank you. Number 53.
Judge, I just finished immunotherapy, so I have a follow-up appointment with my oncologist tomorrow, and then I have a PET scan on Thursday.
All right, thank you.
All these are valid
56.
excuses.
I have a band practice on Wednesday afternoon. I'm like the substitute for the original drummer, and then Friday I have to reschedule an ear appointment.
All right, so the band practice, what instrument do you play?
I'm the
Drums.
drummer.
All right, and what is this? Is this with a school band or something else?
Oh, sure.
Okay, all right, thank you. Number 59.
I have fillings at 7 a.m. tomorrow.
All right, thank
Dentist.
you. 61.
Sure. I have band constraints that I have is at my work. I'm finished in the orientation period, and they give me these days to complete the continuous education, and then I have also studying my master's, but it's online. So.
All right, thank you. Number 66. Good morning.
I have an appointment with home health care for my mom who's borderline dementia, so they're gonna come Tuesday and Wednesday and try to get someone in there to help.
All right, thank you.
It's a church
67.
band. That's awesome.
My wife has her finals for med school on Friday, and I'm just managing the household. I have 2 teenage sons that just need to be driven around during the week.
Okay, all right, thank you.
They can watch themselves for a
Yes.
day or two.
Oh, now people are like, oh, nothing happened to them when they talk. Let me raise my card. Okay, 31.
Was to blood discharge today and every month.
All right.
Today I just
All right, thank you. 37.
Be on shift on Wednesday morning and work until Thursday morning.
All right, thank you. 54.
Friday, we're supposed to be driving our niece to San Francisco because she's moving out there.
I'm sorry, driving her where?
To San Francisco,
Yes.
California. So we'll be driving her, taking her all her things over there and getting her an apartment. She's moving out.
Okay, who is we?
Me and my son,
All right, thank you.
my niece.
Okay.
Mom can't go because she has a hip replacement.
All right, thank you. Anyone else? Number 60.
I didn't know if this was medical. I have Sjogren's, so I have a rheumatologist appointment on Thursday at 8:30 in the morning. And then I have x-rays scheduled for suspicions of ankylosing spondylitis. So it's hard for me to sit and stand and things like that.
All right.
Spit?
Just say medical appointments. The reason why is because the court reporter has to write down all of that terminology.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right.
It's my back. My back.
All right.
My back hurts.
Cindy, do you need that spelled? Okay. I'm watching out for you. All right, everyone, before I turn it over to the state and the defense, I'm going to tell you 2 stories. Both of these stories are true. The first story I'm going to tell you is jury duty. It's an inconvenience. It's not a sacrifice. Why is it an inconvenience? Because 1, you have to pay for your own parking and you're like, I'm coming down to help you all out. Why do I have to pay for my parking? Then it's hard to find things. Then it's hurry up and wait. And then it's probably, they're not even giving us lunch. We have to pay for our own lunch. That's why I say it's an inconvenience. This is what I consider to be a sacrifice. My family grew up in a small town called Grand Cane, Louisiana. Population in its heyday probably maybe was like 15,000 people. So everybody knew everybody. And when my uncle started school, all of the teachers not only knew their students, but they knew all of the students at the school. So the teachers would tell my grandmother, they would say, Miss Lane, we've taught him all we can teach him. And they would pass him to the next grade. So when his sisters and his brother started school, they were a little bit upset because the teachers told them, this is the gold standard and you need to meet this standard. So my uncle ends up graduating, and there's a conflict that breaks out called the Vietnam War. He goes to my grandmother. Mind you, this is her firstborn. And he says, because of civil rights and what's happening, I'm never going to be able to prove my lot in life here. So I need you to sign for me. Now, when you think about that time period, number one, nobody really knew where Vietnam was. My grandmother had a 6th grade education, but she was super intelligent. She taught me how to read. So when I started school, I already knew how to read. I knew how to tell time with the real clock, not this digital thing that people are doing. I knew how to tell insurance salespeople, no, thank you. I did say yes to the encyclopedias and childcraft books, which I still have. My mom was pretty like, what? Who said we were getting these? I'm like, I did. So she had a television set. It had 3 stations, ABC, CBS, NBC. And the weather we had last night, if you had those 3 stations today, NBC would not be working. So with NBC, even if there was a breeze, you were going to get static. The weather had to be perfect. And then this whole thing where young people are like, oh my goodness, I have all these channels, but there's nothing to watch. I've seen all of this before. Yeah, they didn't have all those channels. At some point in time, your programming would end and you would know it had ended. You know why? Because they play the national anthem. And if you want to stay up and watch the flag blowing in the wind or watch the white static on the TV, you could, but programming was done. And you just have to wait until the next day when programming would begin again. My grandmother did have a phone, but it didn't have any numbers on it. And young people are like, what do you mean a phone with no numbers? You would pick up the phone and an operator would answer and you would tell them who you would want. That's why they had songs like Beechwood 45789, because guess who you want? I want the person who's at Beechwood 45789. If you want to know the era somebody is born in, just look at their index finger. My index finger is not the greatest because I'm from the rotary era, trying to win prizes at the radio station. When we got touch tone with redial, oh my gosh, it was beautiful. So she sent her son off to war, and she had his name, of course, and you put the number on there and you just sent it. And for the young man who's probably going to be joining the military, one thing that they still do, because many of the men in my family have joined the military, wherever your destination is, when your boots hit the ground, you're either going to call your parent or call your loved one or write them a letter saying, I made it safely. So with him, wrote a letter, I made it safely. And I always see people who will say, you know, I love our troops. I mean, everybody can't wait to put a yellow ribbon around a tree. Everybody can't wait to put a United States flags out for Veterans Day, Memorial Day, you know, waving flags when troops come home. I support our troops. And then when people ask for one thing, and that one thing is to serve on a jury trial once in a blue moon and pay your taxes. That's all the government asks. Then people are like, I can't do that. Now, the reason why I tell you that story is because that's a sacrifice. This is not a sacrifice. Both parties, the only thing they're going to be asking of you, not even to do research, they're going to give you everything that they think you need to know. And they just want you to sit and listen. That's what your troops want you to do. While I'm off here in the military, could you do me a favor in upholding the Constitution by having people who want a jury trial be allowed to have one by having jurors? Now, I would always end that story right there. And then Deputy Laura would tell me, Judgy, what happened to your uncle? And I'm like, oh, Didn't think anybody wanted to know. So do y'all want to know what happened to my uncle?
Yes.
So my grandmother learned you do not want anybody knocking on your door in uniform because that's a bad sign. So my grandmother got a knock on the door, and it was people in uniform to tell her that her firstborn son had been shot, had been injured. He did end up surviving. He continued to serve in the military. He's since deceased, and some of my aunts are since deceased. But whenever he would go to different locations, he would always come back home, see me, tell me I'm his favorite niece. I was the youngest niece. And he would always hug me and have a gift for me. And whenever I smell Old Spice, it always takes me back to that memory because for some reason, you guys know, the military men and the adult males during that era, Old Spice was their cologne. And so that's why I tell you that story, because your country is not asking that much of you. State and defense are going to each have 40 minutes to speak to you. They can't come to your house and have lunch with you and get your true feeling on things. So you'll need to. Second story, my friend and I went to law school together, and she had jury duty. She said, Stephanie, let's do lunch. I'm like, great. So we're having lunch. I'm asking her, how's jury selection going? She said, fabulous. I'm like, that's strange. Why is it going fabulous? And I asked her, oh, she said, oh, it's just like law school. I'm in the back row. I'm staying silent. I'm not going to be on the jury. And so I started laughing, and she asked me why. I said, I'm very happy. And she said, why are you so happy? I said, we're going to get to have lunch all week. So other than remaining silent, the quickest way to be on this jury is to raise your card and say, please place me on this jury. So with that being said, please listen to both sides, answer their questions, because this is the only time they're going to get a chance to speak to you. Does anyone need a break before I turn it over to the state? All right, state, you have 40 minutes.
Okay, we're going to get to hear this, but not get to see it. So.
Did we put up in monitor?
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
$40. We don't get to see the PowerPoint.
Okay, just give us a moment.
Yes, for a quick break. 40 minutes is a long time, but remember, this is 40 minutes to weed out all those jurors that would not be right to sit on this case, that either are not able to be fair, impartial, who have reasons that might be warranted reasons to not sit on the jury. The judge has a list already of a lot of people with medical conditions and appointments that are not going to be jurors because of that. So I'm not sure if they'll be able to seat a jury on this case if they need 12. I don't know what the count is, how many they need on this one. But if they need 12 plus 1, could be a tough job with this jury. So many medical conditions. All right. Profile banner. All right. Sorry, just someone randomly got directed to one of my social media accounts, and on that platform, they basically filed a complaint, which I get to see, which is, I'm not interested in this. It's like, that was the algorithm. It's not me. But anyway, let's see. I think some of them could reschedule their appointments. A few of them could. A lot of them had valid excuses. The church band, I'm the drummer of my band. Judge, I can't do jury duty. Yeah, you can. Even the I'm gonna go celebrate at the beach. That the court is okay with being an inconvenience to you. So if you've got if you got like plane tickets purchased, non-refundable tickets, big family vacation, a wedding you're supposed to be at or something, that's one thing. But if you're just like, oh, I was going to head down to the beach those days, Judge. I have got my swimsuit and everything. Sorry. Wear it to court. No, don't wear it to court. That would be terrible. But the beach girl just might be on the jury. And she's not going to like it. Okay. Creator dashboard. Paste. Okay. Doing a test here to see if this works. Waiting for the judge to finish up telling them a little question there. Yay, it saves it. It's hard to reschedule a doctor's appointment. The new kidney person, I got to go in for a dialysis or a kidney transplant. Yeah, you're probably going to be okay. Excuses, I have to watch RA. The funny thing, I don't think it's funny, but if courts asked about us, about what we did, about our hobby of watching court cases, sadly, if they ask and you answered truthfully, it would probably end up with you not being on the jury. I know, that's terrible, right? I hate that. I think, if anything, it should help. But a lot of times the lawyers just don't want somebody who knows too much about the court system on the jury. Okay, Judge, are we back yet? Are we coming back so we can hear this? I have to go watch another court until jury selection's over. We're not going to get opening statements until tomorrow afternoon. It's 5 o'clock right now. I think we've already passed most of the interesting part of jury selection, which was this is my excuse as to why I can't serve. We've got most of those already, but. All right. Is it 4 p.m. in Texas? Yes, we've got a little bit of time. Let's see. Hello? We might have to be done for the night. Dinner's ready. Miss RA just told me. I think we'll be done for the night. Might have to court hopper in for the day. I think we've got to end for the day. Dinner's ready, and I don't want to miss it. Why? Because it's my anniversary week. And I'd like to have Miss Zari happy with me so I don't miss her dinners. So tomorrow afternoon, we'll continue this Robert Castillo case. We'll hear the opening statements tomorrow, and we'll go on and hear more. My husband's been on the jury twice. I've not been called. I've never been called. I've got family members who are not U.S. citizens, okay? I've got family members who are not U.S. citizens, and they've been called to jury duty, and I have not. I've never been called. I wish. I've snuck into a courtroom and watched court cases when I didn't know that everyone could just walk in. Stand here and pick up the case tomorrow. I think we will. I think that's a great idea. All right. A little bit of an early out. Remember, we've got Corey Richens sentencing on Wednesday. We're going to cover that live. Then we're also, this court case should be lasting for most of the week, but it's only in the afternoons. So we'll be able to do some fun things in the morning, and then afternoons we'll have court. Is my anniversary a good enough excuse to get me out of jury duty? It better be. Judge, either I get excused for jury duty, or we need to book a divorce court, because that's what happens if I miss my anniversary. All right, it's all good. Thank you everyone for being here today. It's been a lot of fun. We found us a little trial to watch. We'll have some Corey Richens stuff later this week. More big trials coming up. I know a lot of them pushed in the last minute, but we'll find some more for you. And don't hold your breath. We're gonna. I mean, we'll find them, but it might not be immediate. But anyway, we'll have some good stuff to watch tonight. When you go home, please hug the people you love. Smile at someone. Make their day just a little bit better. And please stay safe till we go live again. It will be tomorrow morning, around 9ish. Around 9ish tomorrow, and then Wednesday I've got to run to Kinston and back. That's the anniversary day. And it's Corey Richens sentencing. It's going to be a crazy day. It's going to be great. All right, you guys, have a great day. We'll see you. Bye-bye. That's loud.